My friends, greetings during this Holy Week. I'm Cynthia Hubbard, Priest Associate at St. Andrew's Episcopal Church in Edgartown on Martha's Vineyard. These remarks to you today come not from the island, but from another island, the country island of New Zealand, where we are sort of stranded. The plan started out about a year and a half ago for us to spend a month here, joining up with our family, our children and grandchildren, who were spending a year traveling. But as we all now know, the best laid plans don't often turn out as we anticipate they will. At least we are all together as a family. And we are filled with gratitude on a daily basis that we are in a place that is so beautiful and, at least for the moment, one of the safest places to be. However, I am watching and reading the news, and I have a sense, certainly, of how horrible it is back in the States. As we all live into this scary pandemic, there are two biblical questions which keep coming to mind. The first is from the book of Genesis. Cain murders his brother Abel. And afterwards, God comes to him and says, "Cain, where is your brother?" And Cain's response is, "I don't know. Am I my brother's keeper? Am I my brother's keeper? Indeed." The second question comes from the New Testament, when a lawyer went to Jesus and asked him what he should do to inherit eternal life. Jesus responds, "You're a lawyer. You know the law. What does it say?" And the lawyer replies, "You shall love the Lord your God with all your heart and soul and mind, and you shall love your neighbor as yourself." "Well says," Jesus replied. "You got that right." But the lawyer, trying to justify himself further with Jesus, says, "And who is my neighbor?" To which Jesus responds with the very familiar parable of the Good Samaritan. Brother, neighbor, friend, stranger, right now it doesn't really seem to make much difference. We're all in this together, even the hundreds, thousands, even millions worldwide that we have never met. I have a habit that I have developed over time, which is when I wake up at night and I can't sleep because all those tapes, those worry tapes, start to play at full speed. You know the tapes I'm talking about. The what ifs, the how will I evers, and why did so-and-so do such and such to me? You probably have your own unique versions. But what I have found, however, is that when I can pray when those tapes start to play, my prayers take over and I end up falling back asleep. My prayers now include not only those people that I normally pray for, but also for a whole host of people that I have never met and will never know. They really are more groups of people. All the first responders, the medical personnel, doctors, nurses, ambulance drivers, not to mention firefighters, police, the people who are keeping our grocery stores open, the mail delivered, and the pharmacies open. All those people who perform essential services for us that would be so easy to take for granted. And then there are also the people who have lost their jobs and who are struggling with issues of health insurance and just trying to put food on the table for their families. I don't know most of these people, but I do know that they are right on the front lines, helping so many of us get through each day. And maybe also will help us get through the virus if we happen to contract it. They are all heroes, and they need our prayers. I think the power of prayer right now is what is helping to hold us all together. Prayer and the amazing ability to connect as we are right now through social media. So the next time you find yourself awake in the middle of the night and the worry tapes start to play, making it difficult for you to fall asleep again, I invite you to hold up all those people in prayer. Are we our brother's keeper? You bet. Are they all our neighbors? Indeed. Prayer does make a difference. We know that. So let us hold not only the sick and dying clearly in prayer, but also all of those risking their own health and safety to keep the rest of us going. I wish you all health, kindness toward one another, and the power of prayer for this fragile earth, our island home, and all that dwell on it, including each and every one of you, struggling in ways that none of us ever dreamed possible. I heard the other day someone say, this has been one austere Lenten discipline. Blessings to all of you during this Holy Week, and I hope that sometime in the not too distant future, we can all gather in person for a proper Easter celebration.